What is up, everyone? Y'all already know who this is. This is the one and only Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S. Your friendly neighborhood JUGGALO, the Karma Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know. And if you still don't know, well, then it sucks to be you. Welcome back, everyone, to the Hours of Chaos podcast. As you guys saw, we don't have the original intro that we usually have on the show because right now we are currently working on a brand new intro. So there's going to be a brand new intro coming to the Hours of Chaos podcast. So let's catch up on the chat. What's up, Dilly? What's up, Dungeon? What is up, Spoken? What is up, ILLE? What is up, Ryan? What is up, Ben? What is up, 48 Bikinis? How is everyone? Underground Wicked Radio DJ Snickers in the chat, which he's going to be joining us right now. He's actually in the green room right now. So let's go ahead and just bring him on. Of course, you guys can see that there is a new banner officially for the Hours of Chaos podcast. So I'm definitely going to get this banner made for the gathering and whatnot. So here's a better image of it. Look how fresh that is. Done by the one and only Beastmaster. That is fresh. All right. So let's go ahead and bring DJ Snickers on here. So what's up, man? Your mic is off. Hopefully everyone's doing good.
Yeah, I'm not hearing you for some reason.
That's weird. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me? Give me the thumbs up.
Yes.
Okay, well, hold up. Let me check my settings.
What's up, Adam? What's good, Strange? What's good, Shovel? What's good, Silver? What's good, Pondfish?
There we go.
There we go. That's better.
I had it set up for OBS.
Ah, that's why. I've tried using OBS and it gave me a major headache.
I can hop on. What do they call it? We're like a remote desktop, and I can get on there and I can teach you some stuff on it.
Hell yeah. Of course, tonight, y'all, we're going to be joined by Chuckklez, so he should be joining us pretty soon. So I sent him the link. So how is everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone's doing good. And to all my friends who are in California, I hope all of you are being safe.
I need to check on Chuck from the Cottonmouth Kings, man. He's living over near Los Angeles.
Yeah, I hope a lot of people I know that are living in that area are being safe.
So anyone commenting in chat right now, you are getting entered right as you comment. You're going into a hat. I got my girlfriend putting everyone's name into a hat. I am giving away a Chuckklez CD, his brand new CD that came out. So that will be drawn here, right there. Chuckklez will be sending that to whoever's name I pull out of the hat later in the interview.
Exactly. And so from what I heard even from Chuckklez, we are actually doing 4 giveaways today. So how awesome is that?
When he gets on, I think he said he was giving away a shirt and a CD as well.
Yes, and another surprise that he has in store. So yes, anyone who's in California, please be safe. Like I just heard from one of my friends the other day, he's safe. They don't live too far from LA, but they're like pretty safe from where they are from LA. And I even heard from my friend, there's nothing new. They usually get crazy fires like this in the winter in California because that's when they get the most dry there in California in the winter.
Silver, I hope that's a joke. I'm gonna have to. I have Chucky Chuck on Facebook. I've interviewed him a couple times. I actually covered a couple of his shows at Liquid Joe's in Salt Lake City. I'll have to hit him up.
Yeah, and he just performed, I think, recently at Gorefest. I mean, that's one thing I've been noticing is people have been doing a lot of fake RIP videos, and that sort of stuff is annoying. I'm like, if you're gonna do a fake post that someone passed away when they didn't, that's just gross.
Yeah, 1000% agree.
I had to stop watching this wrestling YouTube channel because that's all they do every day. They're like, RIP this wrestler when that wrestler didn't even pass away. I'm like, what? Why are you doing content on that? What the hell?
People trying to get views any way they can.
Yep. So how's the weather where you guys are at? I know we've been getting snow the last few days here.
Same here.
Which is fine by me. I mean, it's good to deal with actual winter now, but ever since I've been back, I had a feeling that the cold weather was really going to fuck with my back more, and it definitely does. That's for sure. But I'd rather be dealing with the cold and stuff because when it is cold, I do actually sleep better too and stuff. Oh,
Chuck is one of the newest members. I don't know if he's new, but he's part of the Cottonmouth Kings.
Okay, it must be a new Chucky Chuck because there you go.
Yeah.
There we go. I was about to go. Oh, hell no. Okay, well, that's good clearing that up. Thank you, babe. All right, here's the man of the hour right now, y'all. So everyone give a big LSP welcome to our brother, the one and only Chuckklez, who is also another member of the CWO with me and Freak Show. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Oh, shit.
What's going down? What's going down?
Good to see you again, homie.
Dude, good to see you too, brother. How y'all doing tonight?
Good. I hope you're being safe out there.
Oh, yeah. Me and the family are all safe from the fires and everything. We live actually up north of California, so we're about 5 to 6 hours away from LA and everybody. So if anybody who's out there in SoCal is dealing with the fires and everything, I hope y'all stay safe and stay strong as possible, y'all, for real.
Oh, yeah. I hope everyone is. Like, I've even heard from a homie of mine that lives in Cali. He's like, we usually get crazy fires around this time in the winter.
Yeah, it's insane, yo, because it's just like happened out of fucking nowhere when I saw that show on the news, and all the wind is just keeps spreading throughout every part of LA. It's insane. It's like a fucking horror movie out there.
Yeah, we got a bad one time when there was that forest fire years ago in like Cali. Like we were starting to feel the effects here in Colorado, and the air was starting to be hard to breathe, even for me.
Yeah, it's no joke, man. It's fucking scary.
Yeah.
It was like that when I lived in Salt Lake City because they call it a bowl. You've probably performed at Liquid Joe's.
Oh yeah, Liquid Joe's. That's the spot I performed at Underground United last year.
Yeah, I wish I was.
It's a good venue. The way I see it, Liquid Joe's is basically like how the Roxy is here in Denver.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's an amazing fucking venue. I love that spot.
All that smoke would go down there and just sit in that bowl in Salt Lake City, and the sky would be dark for months from the fires in Cali.
I couldn't handle it, man.
So, Chuckklez, what have you been up to since we last had you on? I know you've been a very busy man. Obviously, you're coming on here to promote the new album, which is 4 years in the making.
Yes, sir. I finally released my new album last month called Horrors from the Unstable, produced by the homie DJ Little Sprite. There he is. He has it right there. All 4 years in the making. I'm super fucking happy and proud of this entire album itself and how much love it's been gotten since it's finally been released. And I have to say, from all the past projects I ever did, this one has to be at my top favorite I ever did in my entire life. And shouts to DJ Little Sprite for helping me out throughout the entire beats of this catalog right here, for real.
Oh yeah, and this is actually your debut LSP album for those that don't know.
Yes, sir. My first ever LSP debuted album and everything. So definitely go check it out.
Hell yeah, and it's definitely a good album. And one thing I didn't expect when I was reading through it, I'm like, no way. So thank you for the shout out, man.
Yes, sir, man. I definitely gotta give y'all a shout out, man, for all the love and support y'all been giving me for these years, man. I got y'all.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
So,
go ahead.
Chuckles, for the new people tuning in, how did you come up with your name Chuckles, and did you go by any other artist name before that?
Funny story is when I first came up with the name Chuckles is actually from years ago when I was like a kid. I always that one kid that always get picked on and bullied and shit like that, you know, that got to a point where I had that breaking point with this one kid that always fucked with me like every single day at school, and I just had to beat his ass to the point I started like laughing at his face the way how he would do it to me, and one of his boys had to pull me off of him and it said, "All right, Chuckles, back the fuck up." And you know, and ever since that shit's been lingered in my fucking head since then, and I just decided to use that as my rap name. And as for other artist names and everything, I originally was the thought of call myself Double C at first, but I knew that shit was not going to get me anywhere. Mm-hmm. So I decided to just stick with the name Chuckles itself because it suits what I pursue myself and my music and everything. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, I always love hearing that story. And I think this is like, what, your third, fourth time coming on the show? You've been on here a lot.
Oh, yeah. I fucking love your show, man. You always bring me on to the fun, what you got going on, for real.
And I thought it was cool because last year me and Chuckles finally got to meet each other in person. So we got to smoke with each other and drink with each other.
Yes, sir.
I was just going to mention that. You read my mind.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he and Don Kaz and I finally got to kick it with each other last year at Gorefest, right? When we got to see each other personally.
Yep, I was like, dude, let me buy you a drink. And of course, everyone knows, like, I'm sure liquid marijuana is good in other states, but at the Roxy, our liquid marijuana tastes so much better.
Oh yeah, y'all shit is way better than any other state that I ever tried. Every time I go to the Roxy, I always head straight to the bar and get myself the liquid marijuana over anything.
And for those that don't know what liquid marijuana is, the best way to describe it is it's like a pina colada or it's like a Long Island iced tea, Colorado style.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. We have those here in New York.
Yeah,
oh.
This would be my 5th time interviewing Chuckles now.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Fucking L's up, bro.
Of course.
So
you were busy a lot last year. So tell everyone, give a little brief description of everything that you did last year.
So from last year, I just been doing multiple shows, like from state to state. Much love to JP the Hustler for making me headline Underground United, which was my first time ever performing out in Salt Lake City, which was a very memorable show. Got to perform out to Night of the Shrunken Heads with Razakel and the whole Team She crew with Bloody Ruckus in October. We did Gorefest. We did multiple. I did this one Oakland festival called Hella Carnage, and me and Freak Show have been working together on our group EP for Brothers of Chaos, which will be coming out this year, and did a song with Danny Diablo, worked on music videos. I've just been all over the place. It's hard to keep up with the list I've been doing, man. It's insane when I think about it, you know.
Oh yeah.
And just having fun with it, you know, it's a blessing.
Oh yeah.
So what was your thought in finally legitly getting signed to LSP? Because I know you've been doing a lot with them over the years. How did that come about?
Yeah, so what happened was it was around I'll say like last year around November. I just got added to the LSP group chat by Lynch out of nowhere and everything, and I was like, oh shit, like what's up, y'all? And everybody was shocked when I was on the group. So Lynch hit me up and said, hey, Chuckles, here's my phone number. Give me a call when you have free time. So he and I had a good hour conversation, and he just told me that Scum and him have been deciding and said, we would like to have you a part of the team itself. And I would say, let's fucking do it up. You know what I mean? And that was the whole lineup how we did. And we finally announced it at last year's Black Christmas where Scum chained me, and that was it by then.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's been a blessing, man, and everything so far with everybody on LSP when I've been working with them, it's been a fucking blast, and I love every single moment of it so far.
Tell them about the cookout you had with Chuckklez and Bloody Ruckus. That was a cool video, bro.
So what happened was, I was kicking at Chloe's house. Me and Ruckus was, and Ruckus saw Chloe just making herself like a bowl of ramen, just like that's how she loves to eat, you know what I mean? And Ruckus was like, no, hell no, you're just gonna eat ramen just like that? And she's like, what? What's wrong with that? I like eating ramen by itself, just plain and stuff. No, I'm gonna give you the full take of making yourself a prison burrito. So here's how it goes. So basically, he decided to get himself like beef jerky, a slice of pickles, some seasoning, some crushed up chips and Cheetos or something like that, and had all the ramen into like this chip bag, and basically had to like had it fold until it turns hardened and everything. So once the moment that food was like hardened and everything, it just turned into a full style like prison burrito and everything. It was fucking insane. It actually was bomb as fuck too.
I gotta try it now.
That sounds good.
Shouts to Bloody Ruckus too. Now I know what to eat like on a daily now.
Oh yeah, and that was a big cool thing for last year because we got to finally see Bloody Ruckus perform after many years being locked up.
Yeah, man, it's a blessing to him, man. After that stupid ass ban they had him for his whole life to not perform on stage was just ridiculous. So he fought his ass off to finally get that ban off of him, and now he gets to be able to go from state to state and perform without any hassle from parole or anything. So I'm fucking proud of him.
Oh yeah, and there's been a lot that's been happening like the few years. Like Chuckklez is part of the reason why now I have sponsorship through Blind Death Clothing, which he's sponsored through also.
Yes, sir, man. Shouts to everybody in the whole team.
Yeah.
Gotta represent the family, man. Shouts to our boy Eric. Shouts to Doc Gruesome. Shouts to Oogie Boogie. Shouts to Little Maniac. Everybody in the whole squad that's been keeping this brand going, man. It's been going heavily.
Smalls
awesome. Smalls one. My sister right there. She's also representing Blind Deaf. Bloody Ruckus himself is representing Blind Deaf. It's been crazy.
Oogie Boogie is too? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's part of the squad itself too.
Hell yeah, man. That's the homie.
And let's just say, Mike, and Chuckles can attest to this, from what we've been told, this year there's going to be a lot of dope drops coming from Blind Death, and we're going to be celebrating the 11-year anniversary of Blind Death. So we have plans to do an 11-year anniversary for Blind Death.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So we actually have some new drip that's actually coming out very soon. I know some of y'all have seen it. We had like this Zodiac mock-ups that's going to be coming out, which will be coming out very soon, and we're also going to plan something special for the anniversary of Blind Death, man. So if it wasn't for Eric for having us all together, we wouldn't be anything without him too. So we definitely got to give it back to him for sure.
Exactly. And like I told people, what's good about our drops and everything, Eric, everything he draws all that from hand by pencil, which is dope.
Exactly, man. And he's fantastic with the pencil and paper, man. Every single detail he's put into his art, he puts it out of so much hard work and passion to it. I even have a couple of his artwork above my shelf and everything. I just got to get it all framed and everything to put around my office.
Oh yeah, and we have so many other people on our team as well. Like I told people we actually sponsor a metal band. We sponsor a pro skateboarder. I forget his name though, which is dope.
Yes, sir, man. It's incredible, and we sponsor Mr. Hyde too from Psychological Record too. It's insane.
Oh yeah. So, and this year, for those that don't know, LSP, y'all, this is insane. LSP is going to be celebrating being a decade and a half in the game, like a quarter of a century, y'all.
25 years in the game, y'all.
Oh, and yeah. I still remember when they started out as just a local label, and I'd watched them build up, and I remember Scum telling all of us, hey, we're signing an artist outside of Denver, and it ended up being Darkath.
I know, man. It's insane when you think about it, because I remember I got into LSP back to when I was in high school around 2009. That was when I was really going through every single catalog from every hardcore artist in the scene around that time. I remember when they were starting up their first Gorefest. I used to watch all their YouTube channels from Gorefest performances. Scum's music to Dark Half to Smalls to all the old school artists that were on that roster back in the day. I was a huge fan since and everything. It's incredible how they just started from, like you said, from a local record label, and now they just built themselves up to a fucking empire, which is nuts.
Exactly, and I tell people, I know there's other labels in Denver, but I think the most successful label in Denver would probably be LSP.
Oh, straight up, you know what I mean? And especially how far they've grown. I have to say Colorado is basically like the straight LSP like state itself, where everybody's representing it, you know what I mean? And especially how much love we're getting out of it so far from like outside of the state itself, even from like the Gathering of the Juggalos or any festival that brings Scum and everybody there, even the float. It's insane. And
Hell, we're even big worldwide in other countries. How awesome is that?
It's insane, man. That's what I'm so proud of Scum and how much he's putting so much hard work for his label and for everybody that's in the label to branch this out worldwide.
And that's one thing I've always loved about LSP. Like I've always told people, everyone does the wicked shit or their own style of wicked shit, but everyone has their own take on it. Like Donnie Menace, he does gore hop and wicked shit, but he does it like a battle rapper stance style.
Exactly, and that's what I love about being on this label is about LSP. Is not just a horrorcore label what people expected, because you have all different type of artists from different genres and different styles and their different crafts, what they put into their music, and still put out that fire from every single time we release like new shit. Sure, we'll still stick to traditional with horrorcore and everything because we love the genre itself, but we love to switch it up a bit to see what we can put to the table. Is it, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I see Polo in chat wants to know if you got any tour dates.
Yes.
Coming up.
Oh, tour dates. So far, shouts to Pollo Del Mar, by the way. Love her to death, man. I always watch her do her thing like constantly. I'm so proud of her. So, tour dates. I got the Underground United, which will be coming out on April 12th or the 19th. I gotta look at the flyer again, which will be coming out in April. Me and Bloody Ruckus are going to be coming out to Omaha, Nebraska for the first time on April 20th for his first show out there. July 26th, I'll be coming out to Detroit, Michigan for the very first time, which is fucking nuts. Shouts to Bam Bam the Voodoo Child for having me on the show.
Detroit ain't ready for you, bro. They ain't ready.
Dude, it's been a fucking moment since I wanted to get out to the Midwest area, man. I was supposed to go out there back in 2020 for Twisted's 420 show with Jimmy Don and King Gordy, but officially fucking COVID came around and just like screwed everything up. So that was my dream straight down the toilet. But now this year, we're definitely going to make it happen, man. So I'm stoked.
Oh, we got a good question right there.
Oh, how did Chuckklez get Kung Fu Vampire on the album? So how that happened was when I was working on this song with Darker Side with DJ Lil Sprite, I bought Kung Fu Vampire was basically the main first artist that I really wanted to get on the album because he's done so much great things for me. And shout out to Kung Fu Vampire, by the way, because he's done so much good things for me. He's had me open up for shows for big name artists when we had the Platonic Arms here in San Jose, California. I finally got to open up for him last year when he came out to Palmdale, California for his Black Heart Machine tour. And I've always wanted to collaborate with him for so long and everything. So to have finally got to a point where, because the reason why it took so long as it is, I had to find the right beat that he and I could definitely like put together. It can't be just some random hip hop beat that doesn't match his style or my style because it wouldn't be great as it is. So I called up my boy DJ Lil Sprite, say, make me something like a dark Japanese Asian type of trap beat, something that will pop and make some people go bounce to it. And he was like, fuck it, hold my beer. And within like a one day, he shows me a sample and I was like, that's the fucking beat right there. So that's when I immediately hit up Kung Fu Vampire if he was down to do it. And he was super kind and showed me the price of how much he charged. And I paid him and he just fucking dominated on that song. That's one of my favorite songs off that album.
Oh, yeah. And you both are from the Bay Area. So the Bay Area, especially in the underground scene, is like tight like that.
Exactly. You know what I mean? I have to bring the San Jose homies on the track, especially my boy Steven Angel, man. Shout out to him too. He's my tattoo artist and my brother in arms and everything. Like he's tattooed my dad. He's tattooed all of my friends in the local area. It's funny too because when he was tattooing my leg sleeve and everything, I showed him the beat that was gonna have Kung Fu Vampire on. So by the time he was tattooing my leg while I was playing the beat itself, I could hear him just like mumbling and bouncing his head to the beat itself. Till it got to a point where it was like, you know what? Fuck it. I want to have you on the song with us. And he just fucking straight loved it, man. And he just jumped straight onto that song and he just killed it.
Hell yeah.
So everyone in chat, I purchased a brand new Chuckklez brand new album. And your name, anyone that comments, it's going into a hat right now. So we'll be drawing that at some point in the interview. But you got to be here.
You got to be in it.
Got to be in the comments. If I pull your name and you're not in chat, I'll pull someone else's name.
Yes, sir. Don't miss out on this opportunity, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we have another good question.
Would you collaborate with Dosha Demon again on an else? I would love to work with Dosha Demon again, man. It's like shouts to him too, man, because he's the main artist that legitimately like was my main mastering engineer back then when I was like an up and coming artist from my first album all the way to my last album, A Mind of Evilness. So every single song that I helped when I was like in my teenage years up to my 20s, he's been helping me out, getting my music out too. So I would love to reach out to him for another collaboration again for the next project.
And that's one thing I've always enjoyed you is you can rap, but also you can do some straight metal shit. Like if anyone has not seen Chuckklez live, y'all need to. This man has good energy and stage presence.
Hell yeah, man. It's the energy that I get from everybody that's been watching me on stage and want me to evolve from my craft and everything. So and I just love switching up the different styles of music to prove that I'm not just a horrorcore artist, even though my name will forever be engraved in the title of horrorcore, which I still accept, but I can also show everybody that I can also do this type of genre itself and just have fun with it.
Exactly. And a lot of horrorcore is like going back to the original roots of how it started. Like for people that don't know, horrorcore is dark, but it's supposed to be showing society, like the dark side of society, like also conspiracy theories, all that stuff, the occult type shit. It's really cool.
Exactly. And it's just, and I love the genre itself because every single artist I'm seeing I see a lot of talented artists in the genre that still wants to keep that genre going to this day. You know what I mean? And I just love how the love is still keeps on doing it, even though some people say it's a distasteful genre to the scene and everything, but that's just their stupid ass opinion. It's never going to go away.
Exactly.
So Chuckklez, tell us about your favorite performance and why was that your favorite performance? What venue was it at?
Oh man. Well, I can't say the Roxy because I say the Roxy so many times because that's my favorite venue of all time. If I had to say something differently, I'll have to say last year when I opened up for Shaggy 2 Dope when he came out to San Francisco for the Quest of the Ultimate Groove tour at the DNA Lounge. That venue right there was incredible. Like straight up, one of my favorite venues I ever got to perform at. Especially like it was a sold out show with amazing juggalos that came out there, showed love and respect to everybody. And the venue itself, the stage was incredible. Sound system was great, and it was definitely memorable. So it has to be on that list right there.
Yeah, I remember when you told me you were opening for Shaggy. I'm like, dude, that's dope. And then you showed me that video of Shaggy giving you props and stuff.
Dude, it was nuts, man. It's crazy because right after the show, I was just chilling by the stage and everything, and everybody was waiting in line above the second level of the venue because they're all waiting for the meet and greet and everything. Unfortunately, for some weird reason, they said I can't be able to come to the backstage with Shaggy. That even though if you performed for him, you still had to pay just to get on VIP, which is understandable, but it's still kind of crazy. So I was just chilling by the stage, and all of a sudden Shaggy just comes right up and everything. So I just like gave him a hug and told him like, thank you very much for everything, man, for having me on the show. And I was like, can we just take a quick picture? You know what I mean? And he was super fucking cool and said yes and everything. So that's when we got that infamous shot together, bro. And I thank him ever since. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and LSP dropped like a lot last year, and that's one thing LSP's always done since its inception is every year, like you can expect almost everyone on the label dropping something. That's cool.
Exactly, man. It's like everybody's a constant grinder, you know what I mean? Everybody constantly release great material, great music, and everybody's on tour, you know, just making the Circle Saw and X known constantly every day.
Oh, we have a good question right here.
Outside of LSP, what was your 2004 album of the year? Oh man, what was the 2024 album of the year for me? If I have to say, I'll have to say Funeral Macabre from Bloody Ruckus was my 2024 album of the year.
Hell yeah, it was hard for me to pick. There were so many, but outside of LSP, I would say that new Ice Cube album banged, and goddamn, that Darby album, Garden, fucking A.
For real, man.
That Darby album, I told people it's basically what happens when you put Korn or new metal and if the Amazing Jekyll Brothers had a baby together.
Exactly. I definitely can tell he has a lot of like Korn inspiration from that entire album itself. You know what I mean?
And I know Darby says he hates when he hates his singing voice, but Darby, we love your singing voice, man. You can fucking sing.
Oh yeah. And if I have to say another one, I'll say Ruckus, Bloody Ruckus's new album, Reflection of a Broken Reflection. That's my favorite album right there.
Hell yeah. But that Cube album, like if any of y'all didn't hear it, god damn.
Y'all missed out the fuck out of it. Y'all need to go check it out, man. I was mind blown when I heard the entire project from him.
I know, I was like, damn, Ice Cube, and this is why he's still one of my top favorite rappers. He can still talk about, still spit the flow that we know he loves, but he can talk about today's subject and put it in his music.
Exactly, and shows that he still got it in him. You know what I mean? No matter how old he is, how long he's been in the game, he still got that fucking gangsterism in his system that he still brings out the fucking energy in it. You know what I mean? You can't touch it.
Like that track, My Ego, god damn.
That was my favorite. That one right there would say, fuck yeah, man. 10 out of 10 out of this entire project, man.
So we are demanding, if it's going to be the Gathering of Legends, we want Ice Cube back at the Gathering.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Like, just imagine hearing that song, It's My Ego, live at the fucking Gathering.
People will go fucking nuts if he plays that song live at the Gathering.
And I've been saying that if LSP does do something at the Gathering, it would make sense because it's the 25th Gathering. LSP's been around for 20 years. Let's make that happen, and let's have me hosting it, damn it.
Yeah, and fingers crossed this year, I'm definitely going to be coming out to the Gathering. I know I've said it so many times I was going to come, but it never happens. This year alone, I'm savoring up just to get a ticket. I'm definitely going to come out to the Gathering this year or the float.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, here's a good question.
Hey, Chuckles, tell the peeps about your new mask, how it gave everyone in Mask Gang a stiffy. Shout out to Irate, bro. Oh my god. So only the Mask Gang crew and a few little people know about my new mask, and I haven't shown this publicly yet because it's not finished yet. So my boy Ron Sambo has been making the new mask as we speak, and he showed me the mold of how it's going to look like and other different type of layers that's coming in. And all I got to say is when it releases to the public soon, it's going to creep the fuck out of a lot of people. It is something that you would not expect from what you've seen from my old mask right here.
So for those that don't know, he's retiring the old mask. And like, I remember you saying you want to do this. You want to try doing like what Slipknot did with each era, change up the mask just a little bit.
Yeah, exactly, man. Because this mask alone, out of all the masks I had in my career, this has been the longest I have ever had in my life for about 6 years in a row. Shouts to Ron Sambo for making this for me. And as you can tell from like the details, like the paint is kind of breaking off. The jaw piece was ripped and had to be like sewed up a little bit just to stay attached. So basically like a decaying flesh that you see. So ever since then, at Black Christmas last year, I even took the mask off on stage so everybody actually saw my actual face underneath this. And I was trying to hold back tears so much while I was announcing it to everybody that I'm officially retiring the mask. Since I finally released the album itself, it's time for another evolution to evolve from it. You know what I mean? It's done so much throughout my career. It's gained a lot of people to know who I am, so I wouldn't be without this motherfucker right here, for real.
And I like how you said you do want to always like change up the mask. And I remember you saying eventually you would like to maybe start selling the masks too, because I know Chuckles masks would sell like hotcakes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, a lot of people been asking me about that. It's like, when's the replica mask gonna be coming out? It's like, I want to mask itself too and everything. So I'm definitely gonna be saving up, and me and Ron are gonna collaborate to get some like replica masks. So you'll definitely see this one be coming out first before you see the new one. That's a promise for that.
Oh yeah.
So when can we see a Scum and Chuckles music video in the future?
Soon as I get this new track that I want to get him on for sure for the next project, because we haven't done a collaboration since, when I think about it, since like 2018. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a long time coming. So I definitely want to get him on another song together, and we'll definitely get a music video in the works.
We definitely need a full LSP tour celebrating 25 years and call it 25 years of snuff. That would be dope.
Fuck yeah, man. That's a deal.
Need to come to New York again. I missed Scum when he was up here in IP. I seen it 2 days before they came. Oh, I was so mad.
I know, man. That in New York is one of the cities I really want to come out and perform too, man. It's like, I've heard a lot of great shit over there. Danny Diablo is telling me a lot of crazy stories that goes on in New York, so it's definitely a must for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I know you filmed a music video last year at Gorefest, which I was actually featured in, y'all. So make sure you guys keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, sir, man. Danny Diablo and I have shot bits for our new music video for our track "Watch Your Step," which will be coming out very soon. It's still being edited as we speak, and it's got to be by far one of my most honorable and favorite collaborations I ever got to do with the OG legend himself, man.
Oh yeah.
So Chuckles, how do you go about getting rid of writer's block when you're writing and coming to it? Is there a process you have?
When it comes to writer's block, it really depends like how my mood is when it comes to writing. There's some times where I will come up with like an idea, and every time when I put it to pen to paper, I always for some reason I always stop myself all the fucking time. Every time I come something good, it's like every time I've got something like an idea that I'm writing to pen and paper, it's just like I stop at like few bars and everything. It's like, fuck, man, because I don't want it to make it sound like, or sometimes I always be too much in my head. It's like I don't want to keep doing the same shit that I did for the next song. So it's always gonna be like a challenging me. It's like, what can I make something that's not the same that I already did with the last project? So either I'm out going doing shows or traveling, helps me with inspiration, going to my favorite spots around San Jose is my inspiration, reading mangas from Junji Ito or anime or horror movies, anything type of thing that floats my boat and it helps me put the pen to paper. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't remember if you told me this, but I think last time we had you on, I think you said you wanted to maybe even work like on a Chuckles like comic book series or something.
Oh yeah, especially like that. I have 2 volumes of my comic book. Let me see if I can get it right here.
We're gonna make Chuckles the next Jason horror movie icon, y'all.
Yes, sir. This is my first volume right here of
that's dope.
Chuckles the Headhunter Chronicles. And this is my second volume of Chuckles the Headhunter Chronicles. And shout out to my boy Madwu, who did the entire art process of the entire comic book, man.
So give everyone a little brief premise. What is the series about, actually?
So basically the series is just me being in my fucked up state of mind, and Madwu is the artist that helps me out create every full detail of what we do. Sometimes we'll throw in some like inspirations from other stories or movies to try to bring it to like my form of inspiration to it. Sometimes we try to give it like a Johnny the Homicidal Maniac inspiration to it.
Yeah.
So you already know there's gonna be gore and violence in that shit too, man. And it's been awesome. Like my first volume, it's about 15 pages because we wanted to give something a little detail what we expect. If it was going to get loved, we're going to keep continuing it, you know. And since I released the first one in 2020, a lot of people loved the entire comic where I sold out from the first volume, and me and Mad Wu would say, okay, let's get into like more pages and everything. So the second volume is up to like at least 148 pages. So we made that shit into a graphic novel in that bitch.
I would love to have seen that turn into like an animated series too.
Yes.
Comic books.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a dream of mine where I really want to like actually get into voice acting and start getting to like each character I put into it. Who knows? This year you might be seeing me do some video clips of me doing some voice acting for the first time.
Well, that's one thing I've been wanting to especially see, like from your music. Like a lot of your songs would like make good music videos, but like short, like horror movies, basically.
Oh yeah! So each song that you're gonna hear from the new album, Horror City Unstable, I'm definitely want to dwell into like horror movie theme style to it. So I'm picking out each track where I feel like that's definitely usable for a movie. And speaking of that, this month on the 22nd, I will be releasing the first music video off the album called Murder All the Time, which will be coming out very soon on the Team Snuff channel.
Hell yeah.
Yes, there's definitely some Chuckklez merch. Like I remember his reaction showing me his first ever jersey that was released, and that turned out crisp.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And speaking of new Chuckklez merch, be sure y'all check it out at thegorehopshop.com. We officially launched my official first ever Chuckklez hockey jersey on sale that you'll definitely go grab yourself a size, man. It came out super fucking crisp, man.
And I don't know who does the artwork for your stuff, but they do a good job. Like, look at this.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to my boy.
Look how detailed that is.
It's insane, man. That's my boy Patrick's Artworks, who did the entire artwork itself. Daniel the Zombie did my whole name logo above it, so it's definitely a two-man collaboration. And the one that you seen from the clown shirt was designed by my homie Andy, who was also the artist that did my entire album artwork itself. So he's definitely got to be added to that, along with Grimjob69, man.
Hell yeah. We have Roxy in the chat, the homegirl.
Yo, shout outs to Roxy. How you doing? How you doing?
Hell yeah. And that's one other thing I noticed that even Eric told us that he wanted to do like this year for Blind Death. I think he told us that he wanted to try to do a collaboration drop for each of us. So we might see a Blind Death like Chuckklez drop somewhere in the future.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's our main goal that we're trying to do out for this year too. I just got to see if I can get improvement from Scum that we can make this happen. So if anything goes, we'll definitely see a Chuckklez and Blind Death collaboration merch wise too for this year.
So Chuckklez, how do you think your music is set apart from other artists in the same genre of you? Like, how do you think you're set? Oh man, I'm a long day at work today, man. I work 12-hour days. I got to reword that. What makes your music different from the same genre that you make of other artists?
The difference from my music from anybody else's? If I were to say, I pretty much like love to be animated and theatrical with my craft and everything. So anything that you hear from my music where I'm like berserk crazy with my voice and everything, you'll definitely see me in person while I'm performing it on stage too. Because every single song I ever put out, I always want to make people feel in a type of way. You know what I mean? From like energetic to sad to crazy to possessive type of feel for it. Because music itself is a type of drug that you can't help but like get to the groove of it. You know what I mean? So that's my main deal I wanted to like put together from my music, how it really stands out from the rest of the other artists I put in this scene.
That's one thing people don't realize is not only is the music therapeutic for us, but it's therapeutic for you as the artist doing it.
Exactly, man. And it's a blessing too, especially from people that listen to my music. Especially from the positive message that I get back from people that say that my music has helped them do like darker shit with their lives, you know, and it helps them get through it. And there's people that told me that my music saved their life and everything. That's a blessing moment right there where I'm definitely cherish that shit to this day, man. Because I never thought myself from a crazy kid from San Jose, California would ever like touch people's hearts like that too. And that's when I know I'm actually doing something right with this scene. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. And you're also like a big wrestling fan yourself. Like I didn't watch it, but that from what I've been hearing, that debut edition of Raw on Netflix went over really well.
Oh yeah,
Dude, I'm surprised it actually came out super fucking great, man. And Triple H did a great work at how it burst up in Netflix. You know what I mean? So shout
Oh
out to
yeah, and
him.
I love Triple H. Like you can tell he knows what he's doing. Ever since he's took it over, everything that they've been doing is like phenomenal. Like Triple H knows because he's a fan of wrestling and he knows talent when he sees it.
And it shows that he really loves the business itself. You know what I mean? He wants to see everybody win in the company itself because when Vince McMahon was around, originally he was the guy that who made a superstar. But the more older he get, when new people came in, he just did not know how to push people and would let people go over the dumbest shit reasons and shit like that.
And he still wanted the ideal big muscular dude. Triple H is like, yeah, we're gonna have that, but we're also gonna show guys that are like very athletic and stuff.
Exactly. And and he knows what talent is, and he sees that in certain people. It doesn't have to be a wrestler who's like muscular or beefy or tall as shit. Even if it's like a linger guy who still can pull off a fucking pop in the ring, he knows how to push it like to the max and everything. You know what I mean? Like you see people like Rhea Ripley who's fucking blowing it up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Even Cody Rhodes is blowing it up with their shit. Even like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. You know what I mean?
Cody Rhodes, it's making me emotional. I am so glad to see him big, like popping off because he is very talented. And all I gotta say is I'm glad to see him succeeding because I know his dad would be proud, especially seeing that he is the champion of the company now. That is awesome.
Shows you that the Rhodes family still has that passion in wrestling. You know what I mean? That storyline between him and the Bloodline has been my favorite throughout the entire year.
Yeah. What's your thought on Hulk Hogan getting booed out?
I was fucking enjoying every single goddamn moment, man. He deserved every single amount of boos this bitch ass deserved, man.
Yes, he did.
I don't know whose idea it was to have him on the fucking show and think that was gonna like surprise people. It just made people a lot pissed off because people don't forget that he's a racist asshole. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And like I told people, he might have had an impact on us as kids, but now that we know how he is as a person,
No,
man. It just makes me ashamed of myself as a kid that actually liked this dude. And then when you realize when you're all grown up and who he shows his true colors and shit, is he's a fucking bitch. And he doesn't do anything about it to like change or help the situation. He just says whatever to it, and he doesn't give a fuck. And just
he's a chronicle liar too. He said he put out a song back in '94 for a kid dying of cancer. Then he had another interview where he told a whole different story about the song.
Yeah, that was all bullshit right there. That kind of shit alone, it's like, if you're gonna lie about making a song for a kid who was dying from cancer and you lie that you did, that's fucking bullshit, dude.
And then it sucked when the whole steroid scandal came out. Instead of coming out and said, yeah, I did steroids, he wanted to protect his reputation, and she's like, I don't do that.
Right, and it's so obvious too. You know what I mean? It's like everybody around that era was using steroids and shit. Plus,
everyone was doing steroids, and if you watch some of those interviews, everyone was coked out of their mind.
Especially like the ECW days. Oh my god, them stories are always insane.
But out of the two, if I had to pick, I'm sorry, I'm going with Macho Man because it's Macho Man. He was the man.
Of course, he's the real main man that deserved every single amount of it. You know what I mean? So I love that shit. Macho Man has always been my childhood favorite.
And there's even been a lot of wrestlers exposing like Hulk Hogan that say they do not like Hulk Hogan. Like Bret Hart, Undertaker says he can't stand Hulk Hogan. Stone Cold can't stand him.
Yeah, man. And especially I give Macho Man the credit he deserves because he did a full fucking diss album against Hulk Hogan. And he's a good fucking rapper. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
He was fucking dominating that shit.
Oh, we have another good question here.
What song on the album was the most challenging to bring together? If I had to say one song that was the most challenging on the album, I'll have to say Possessed Mode with Bloody Ruckus was my challenging one, because if anybody does not know Bloody Ruckus, my little brother, man, he's known to be a talented chopper rapper who raps super fucking fast with his lyrics, and it's like he does it like it's fucking drinking water and shit. So when I had him on the album, when I had him on this song, and especially the beat itself that Sprite made for me, it was a crazy trap metal bass hitting like fast beat itself too. It was like I want to make sure that I want to keep up with everybody, even if from different like styles of flow and everything. So each take, I was trying to do a chopper vibe at the very end where that beat goes doom, 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 doom to it. You know what I mean? That was the challenging part throughout the entire beat process itself and everything. I kept fucking up every single time I was trying to do that chopper flow to it without that hard bass to it. So it took me a while until I finally got to that spot in, and I was like, fuck it, I'm not doing this again. I love it, but I would love to do it again with Ruckus, because Ruckus has always been, it's always fun to work with Ruckus on singles and music in general. So he would even tell you himself that he loved that song.
So what would be your favorite song on the album?
It's hard to say which one is my top favorite, because every single song that I put onto it has always been putting love and passion into it. But if I had to say one particular song on that album, I'll probably have to say Don't Sleep, because of course everybody knows I'm a huge Freddy Krueger fan. But fun fact about that song itself, because when you hear the hook itself, where I say, I am the one who haunts your dreams every time you try to fall asleep, that's actually a sample from an old verse that I did for DJ Lil Sprite when we did like the Murder Posse cypher tracks together. So he took that bit, what I used in that verse, and had it chopped inside of the hook. So that's my fucking 25-year-old self rapping on that hook itself, and I'm rapping all the main vocals at the age where I'm at right now. So that's definitely a fun fact right there.
You know what's sad is I live about 40 minutes from the actual Freddy Krueger house. They tore it down and put a fire station there.
Oh man!
Yeah,
they should have turned it into like a museum or something.
We tried. We had a waiver going around signing, and they didn't care. They ended up tearing it down.
Dude, that's fucked up, man.
Yep. Yeah, anyone's bored, Google Potsdam, New York, the original Elm Street of Freddy Krueger's house. Yep.
Fuck, man. That was my goal, is to get to that Freddy Krueger house, man. Damn it.
Horrible.
Hell yeah. And one more talk about wrestling. One thing I've been loving about wrestling is it's starting to feel like the territory days, but wrestlers are like collaborating with more companies. Like, whoever thought you would see like TNA and WWE collaborating and stuff a lot?
Dude, I was surprised that Hunter really went to the over that board and collaborated with TNA, because when Vince was around, he would not know, he would never wanted to collaborate with other companies with WWE. You know what I mean? So especially the Invasion days when WCW came to WWE, certain wrestlers from WCW got their shine, but most of them were used as jobbers, was fucked up. But Hunter really wanted to have everybody be a shine on the company itself, especially in NXT. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, and I'm glad we're starting to see that more. Like, especially one of my favorite angles that people always do in wrestling is invasion angles, or when one company versus the other. Like right now with JCW, we're getting JCW versus GCW, which is cool.
Yeah, man, and Jay's really pushing it further with JCW this time, because I remember
I'm proud of it for doing that. He's doing really good at it too.
Yeah, man, because I'm still a huge fan of JCW to this day, because I remember when they first came up with the company, it was all like hardcore matches and bringing legends back in the game that you never thought would be in the company, and how it came to where it is right now. He's really pushing it further, where he wants it to be as big as any local company that you see it right now, man.
So what do you think of John Cena? Being this his last year.
And it's like, and I understand that his retirement, because he's done so much in the business itself, and he's done so much to the point where it's like, I already done enough as it is. It's time for me to move on. And he's been mostly focusing on movies as it is, and he's killing it in the movie scene, you know.
Oh, so, yeah, he is a very funny dude.
He's fucking hilarious, man.
Peacemaker is one of my favorite TV shows.
Dude, he was born to be Peacemaker, for God's
Yes.
sakes, man.
Oh, yes, he was.
Yeah, I like how he's being more in raunchy comedy movies and whatnot.
Mhm.
Like, I remember when he was in that movie Sisters, he was in it just for a few minutes, but he was like the drug dealer and shit. It was funny.
With a fucking full neck tattoo and shit. That was like so
I was like, see, John's. I told people, yes, he was a kid-friendly wrestler, but a lot of us remember him when he was the doctor of Thugonomics.
Oh, dude, and he was
he will always be entertaining to me. Even when people hated him, he was still entertaining as hell.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean? And he worked with it so well with it too, you know what I mean?
Like, remember the funny rap battle he did where Kurt Angle's like making fun of him? That shit was funny.
Yeah, when he had when Kurt Angle was wearing the fucking Jinko shorts and the fucking Jaguars football jersey up and shit like that. It was fucking funny as hell, man.
Yeah, Kurt Angle doesn't get a lot of credit too. Like, that dude, for being an actual amateur wrestler, he took to professional wrestling really good. He's a good wrestler, and he is entertaining as hell. He is funny as hell.
I know.
I got Danny Dollars coming on tomorrow night that does Hulk Hogan impersonation, so I can't wait. I can't wait to talk to him about Hulk Hogan being booed.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fucking hilarious, man.
So, who do you guys think John Cena's final match would be? Who do you think would be a good final send-off match for him?
Oh my god. Shit. If I were to say, I'll have to say probably him, either versus Cody Rhodes, or him face off against. Well, I wouldn't say The Undertaker because he already had that moment for only like a short minute and shit like that, so it was not like a full match. And plus, Taker's already retired anyways, so I'll say him and Seth Rollins again, because him and Seth Rollins in the match again was awesome. I will love to see that matchup end again.
Or just imagine they do it where it's between him and CM Punk again.
Oh yeah, I'll probably say him and CM Punk will probably be his last match. You know what I mean? Because that feud between him and CM Punk was the most controversial shit, to the point why you see CM Punk where he was today when he brung that big shoot. You know what I mean?
And you never thought you would see CM Punk back in WWE. That's insane.
Yeah.
I remember the match he had with Vince McMahon. That was like, I think, one of the real last times Vince was actually in the ring. And Vince is like 60, pushing 70, and he's fighting CM Punk. And Vince literally jumps over the announce table at his age. I'm like, how the hell did you do that?
The power of steroids. For real.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I love the whole bloodline thing, and I love how like they're really starting to push like Samoan wrestlers like heavy, because there's a lot of talent in that family.
You missed a good match too for that. I really thought he lost it. Yeah,
that match that Roman and Solo had at the Raw Netflix was very fucking good. You know what I mean? And especially like, and it surprises. It's like, what people don't know, the Samoan heritage has been around for decades, since like the golden age. You know what I mean? So they deserve every amount of credit in the wrestling sport itself, because they helped pave the way to where it is now. You know what I mean? Like, you had The Rock's father that helped pave with it. You know what I mean? Then you had Rikishi and his family side with the Fatus and everything.
Yokozuna.
Yeah, him too. And I'm personal friends with Journey Fatu himself too, because I always go to Oasis and Berkeley, California for his matches that him and his family put together, and it's always fucking crazy. I see him come out to the Agua events here in San Jose, California, and every member that's coming up from the scene is fucking killing it. You know what I mean? Even seeing Jacob Fatu on WWE was insane too, man.
Oh yeah.
Not gonna lie, I was out of touch for years, but my girlfriend Jess has been getting me back into it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We are like now basically in a new golden era of wrestling, and that's what like made me all teary-eyed at the end of WrestleMania last year. Not only seeing Cody win, but to hear Michael Cole say professional wrestling is back. I got emotional.
Dude, and you hear from his voice that he was so fucking happy with it too. It was very emotional. That WrestleMania, I would say that was my favorite out of all WrestleManias I've seen, man.
And I used to give Michael Cole shit like for his commentary, but his commentary, he's come a long way.
He has.
Oh yeah, I remember when he was like from the Attitude Era, when he was like this one
Yeah.
interviewer that always gets his like shit kicked in, or like people always dog him and shit like that all the time. Where he is now,
When the Rock would interview him, he'd make him wear a shirt over his head.
where he said "Don't move your head" or anything like that, just roasting the fuck out of him. It was my favorite moments from Michael Cole with him.
Yeah, like Michael Cole, like to see him now mark out during wrestling, it's awesome.
Dude, and I'm happy he does now, because when Vince was around, he wouldn't let him do none of that shit. But now that he has that freedom with Triple H and board, you see that real passion out of Michael Cole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can't stay too long for the interview. I got to be up really early in the AM again for work. I want to do the drawing right now for Chuckklez CD. So whoever's name I pull out, just get with Chuckklez your mailing address so he can send you the new CD. All right, so let's go for it.
Let's do it up.
Let's see who's gonna win.
Yeah. The first of 4 tonight, y'all.
Yeah, there's other giveaways tonight.
Oh yeah, and this is not just one. We also got 2 special ones.
Nobody can see
Who's that?
Dead Body
Let's see.
Camp Kyle.
Hey, Dead Body Camp Kyle.
There you go.
Drop a comment.
Drop a comment, brother.
Hell yeah. Or hit up Chuckklez on Instagram or Facebook, anywhere.
Yes, sir.
See if he's still in chat. I'll give him a couple minutes and then I'll pull another name.
Oh yeah, and this is for the CD, the hard copy of Horrors from the Unstable.
And I like how with this album, it's basically a concept album. And that's one thing I've been liking, especially in the underground scene more, is people are making more concept albums, like albums that you can listen to fully now.
Exactly, you know what I mean? Got to keep it traditional with it.
Give me that before you pull another one.
Oh, I don't know. I don't see him commenting in chat. He might not still be here.
Uh-oh. Hey, don't miss out, man.
Which shout outs to Dead Body Cam. Those are my dudes. Like, those dudes are fucking phenomenal.
Hell yeah.
Oh, do you know these guys? The guy that won?
I do, but I'd have to hit up Kyle.
Oh, do that. Hit him up if you know him personally. That way he can get it. I was just worried we weren't able to get the CD to him. Okay, that works. Hell yeah.
So,
congrats, fam.
Hell yeah.
all right. Shall we give him the second giveaway?
Hell yeah.
All right. Second giveaway.
Now, if you guys want in on this giveaway, I'll add your name to the wheel. So just let me know that you want in there, and I'll add your name to the wheel.
All right. Hell yeah. So the second giveaway is the Chuckklez Clown T-shirts. Oh my God, my mic is going crazy, y'all.
It's the aliens, I freaking tell you.
Yes, sir.
Don't get me started.
So this is my second LSP T-shirt right here. The Clown T-shirt is also the second giveaway. So anybody who wants it.
Hell yeah. So if anyone wants that shirt, just say, put me in there. Now, if someone wins, should we let them get involved in the other giveaways? Or if once they win, or is that up to you?
Oh yeah, so anybody who comments their name, that you get your name mentioned and everything, you be the winner of that prize itself.
Okay. All right, we have one of our first entries. So this.
All right, I'm gonna hop up off here, fam. Chuckklez, it was awesome getting on here, Don. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Thank you
and
for winning.
I don't want to wait 4 years to have you back on, homie, on Underground Wicked Radio. So we'll get you back on.
Hell yeah, brother.
Then again.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Hit me up anytime, brother. Love you to death.
Hell yeah. I got your music in the rotation with the radio drop. I appreciate it, man.
Got you on that, brother.
Shout out to the guy that won again. Everyone have a good night in chat. Whoop whoop. Underground Wicked Radio out.
Whoop whoop. So this might take a while, y'all. So Chuckklez, if you can have the chat on your screen, you can chat it up with the chat while I'm adding everyone's names.
Yeah, Michelle, let me see.
All right. Because I have to literally copy. open another window and copy and paste the names on the wheel. So this might take a while.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yo, everybody, what's going down, y'all? See how everybody's doing right now tonight.
Oh yeah. And another thing I loved about WrestleMania last year is when The Undertaker come out to hear like Michael Cole's reaction when he was like, "Holy Christ!"
Right? It's like, and I was a big surprise too. I was expecting Stone Cold Steve Austin because when you think about it, he's also part of the Bloodline storyline itself too. Because The Rock, few years WrestleMania's back, he was the one that retired Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know what I mean? I think it was the year when Brock Lesnar, it was the one with Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle for the World Heavyweight title. So that was the WrestleMania right there.
Oh yeah.
So I thought it was going to be him, but Undertaker is also fitted with the Bloodline story too, because Roman Reigns dethroned him from what he is now. So that's Roman's yard now.
And I like how when Undertaker, even though he's retired, he said he'll still do little spots in wrestling. Like if he does just a run-in where he chokeslams someone or vice versa, he'll just do that.
Oh yeah. I love it, man. And that's what I love Undertaker to this day, man. It's like he's always been my childhood hero, man.
Me too. Like even when he did his American Badass gimmick, I loved it.
Especially he brought that back too after Rhea Ripley's win over Liv Morgan too. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, and one thing I've always liked about that gimmick that he does is that's the closest thing to the real Undertaker you'll get to him as a person.
Oh yeah, because he's done with the dead man, man. So all you're gonna get is the American Badass,
which is fine by me.
Oh yeah, I always love that.
All right, we got it. All right. And my girlfriend actually does music too.
Oh hell yeah!
And she's played at Liquid Joe's many, many times.
Oh yeah, Liquid Joe's is amazing right here.
Yeah, I've learned from a lot of people that Liquid Joe's is like how the Roxy is. It's like one of those popular venues when it comes to the underground and just like juggalo shit.
Yeah. I got to go back up to Salt Lake City again for that because it was one of my favorite venues to perform at.
Oh, yeah. That was actually my first time being at that venue and in Salt Lake City. And Salt Lake City is very welcoming.
It is a very Mormon, was it Norman or Mormish? I keep forgetting.
Mormon.
Yeah, Mormon country out there is very awesome out there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I got a question from Pollo Del Mar. She says, who are 3 dream artists to collaborate with Chuckklez?
There you go.
If I had to say top 3, it'll have to be Davey Suicide. I'll say a Ouija Mac.
Oh yeah.
And third, I'll probably have to say that's a hard one. It's always the third one that's always the fucking hardest one.
Right.
I'll probably have to say if he was still alive, I'll have to say DMX would be the third one if I ever got to collaborate with him, for sure.
Hell yeah. I even think you and Darby would sound phenomenal on a song together.
Oh yeah. We almost tried to do a collaboration together years back when he was signed with LSP and everything, but who knows? We might reach back and do something together for sure. And
Ivy Killer wants to know if he does win, would you ship to Canada? Because he lives in Canada.
Oh yeah. We do shipping.
Go, so there you go, Ivy. We will still ship to you even though you're in Canada. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and that's one goal for me to come up to Canada for sure. I'm working on my passport right now for this year.
Yeah, that's my goal too, is to try to get my passport because I do want to travel a lot this year.
Hell yeah.
Because like I said, I want to start like hosting events and whatnot, so it would be nice to be able to travel and go do that.
Yeah, because my boy Sasquatch Josh, his girlfriend lives up in Canada, and he told me when he came up to Vancouver, it was such a beautiful fucking spot. Because he was up to Canada for a battle rap concert that he was attending to and everything. And she was the host. which now they're together as a lovely couple. It's awesome when you think about it. And he said that the scene over there in Canada is very fucking beautiful.
Oh yeah. Let's see how many more do we got.
Yeah, Lardy B will be a good collaboration, and yeah, Lardy B, she's fucking killing it, man.
Oh yeah, she's blowing up, and I'm proud of her because she's just being herself.
Exactly, you know what I mean?
And I like because she can sing, but she's actually a very talented rapper too.
Exactly, and she's really proven that she has that energy that you never see any girl put up on stage. You know what I mean? And she don't give a fuck what anybody says. You know, she still keeps on pushing it and grinding it like crazy, man. Shout out to Lardy B.
Hell yeah. That's who I would love to see live or even interview because I've never seen her live. I mean, I've heard her at the gathering, but I've never interviewed her, so I would definitely love to interview her.
Oh, that'll be dope, man.
So yeah, is that everyone who's entered? Because I don't see any more.
Yeah, man. Don't miss out on these opportunities, on these giveaways, man.
Exactly, because we're giving back to the community, y'all. Hence why these are called karma giveaways.
Exactly.
And I love this idea, especially when you like have a guest contribute to a giveaway. Just like I love how you always bring the energy when you send me the clips, like for the trailers that I make.
Oh yeah, man. It's like that's why I love putting out promos like that too, because it can't just be a basic like stale promo and everything. It's like this is for fun, you know what I mean? Like, I want to bring everybody out to the fun with it, you know what I mean?
And like I told people, I'll still make flyers, but it's cool to see an artist like promoting being on a show too, because like even Scum has told me it's not just like the person promoting the show to be on there, it's also the person who's supposed to be on the show just job to promote being on there too.
Exactly. It's like if you're part of a show and you're not putting any promotion wise away, what the fuck are you even on the card to begin with, you know?
Oh yeah, because I've had numerous people that will be like, yeah, I'll come on, and then they don't like contribute, or they'll still say they're gonna come on, and here we're waiting for them to come on the show, and then I'm looking like a dumbass waiting for them.
Yeah, it's like I can't with people like that too. It's like, what's the point of contributing and you're not gonna contribute? Like, don't bullshit me to say you're gonna do it when you're actually not. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and that's why when I tell people when I like to book people, I like to book them ahead of time, so it's easier for them to plan all that out. I don't want to say at the last minute, "Hey, could you come on here?"
Right.
I mean, I've had people come through at the last minute to replace who was supposed to be on, so thank you to those people that have done that.
Exactly, man. Oh, Evil Pimp and Chuckklez. So yeah, me and Evil Pimp have done a collaboration together with Razakel back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my boy Wicked Sick had me on this track that he wanted to have me featured on with Razakel and Evil Pimp on the song together, and the beat was so sick. It's on my SoundCloud to this day called Murder Machines, so definitely go check it out. You won't be disappointed.
Hell yeah. And before we spin it, I don't know if you saw like the new banner for the show, but look at that.
Oh shit, that is fire, son.
You know, had to get the Blind Death on there since they do sponsor me.
Oh yeah, man. I gotta represent the family on that, man.
Hell yeah. And for those that don't know, before we get into spinning, we're going to go into one of our topics. Let me hold up. I need to figure out which one it is. Hold on. I got to click on it. Yes. If you guys want, nominate Chuckklez for Underground Album of the Year for the Replicon Awards.
Definitely comment it on this post right here. Comment Horrors for the Unstable at Chuckklez Official. So definitely be added to that. Once we get more names, we can be added to the list for the votings and everything. So don't miss out.
So for those that don't know how those work, you just put in the name and then they'll compile all those names together. This isn't the chance to chance your vote. They're just getting nominations lined up.
Exactly. The more y'all keep putting in that name, Horror City Unstable, we can be in the nomination list right here.
Oh yeah, and you can put in numerous nominations in the comments.
Oh yeah.
Like I didn't just put in your album, I put it in other people's albums because there was so many dope shit that came out last year.
Exactly. Like, of course, I put Bloody Ruckus's new album. I put Matapelli's solo albums for each of them. Even Michael Lawless's album too is on that list.
And all I gotta say is, y'all, Someone else's show is could be up in this nomination, so make your voice heard, and you can do it on Instagram and Facebook. So
Vote for my boy Don Chaos.
yes, let's bring a second reward home, y'all. And if we don't win, it's still cool.
Exactly. It's all love right here, man.
I'm never mad at people who win now. There have been people that were mad at me and stopped talking to me because when I won, and instead of saying congratulations, maybe I'll win next time, no, they were spiteful. That's sad.
Oh man, that's why you know they're sore ass losers for that. It's like you shouldn't get mad for somebody who's deserved the win too, because everybody wanted that win itself too. All you got to do is just respect it and hope for next year. You know.
Exactly. Hell yeah. So it looks like everyone's ready for us to spin the wheel.
Spin that wheel.
All right. Let's pull it up on the screen. And I'm actually having a new intro worked on my show too. So that for anyone that was wondering why you didn't see the intro, because we're currently working on a new intro.
Yes, sir.
And I had to make sure reset up StreamYard and stuff. So that's why. So I lost everything when I had to reset it.
Oh, it's all love, man.
Yeah. All right, let's get that wheel going. And this is for the shirt, right?
Oh yes, this is for the clown T-shirt right here.
Now, if this person's win, can they be entered in the other giveaway, or once they win, that's the prize they win?
Yes. So if Dead Body Camp has not entered his name, and your name is up in the process, you can win the CD, Horrors from the Unstable, and you get the clown T-shirt as well, along with that prize.
All right, so for whoever wins, could like write that down for me so I know and stuff.
Oh yes.
Now, whoever wins, if you do win and you don't want to be in the other giveaway, just say "take me out," and we'll like take your name out of it.
Yeah, for sure.
I like this whole wheel thing because you can put any custom image on it. Look at that.
Right?
It was a toss up between that or putting a Blind Death logo on the spinning wheel.
Oh, that'll be dope as fuck.
Oh.
All right,
y'all. Are we ready?
let's do it up.
All right, here we go. And here comes the crowd sound effect for whoever. Who is it? There we go. Oh,
Precious Juggalos, you are the winner.
Hell yeah. Shout outs to Precious Juggalos. Like, if anyone hasn't been seeing, that man does awesome artwork, like what he does.
Yeah, man. Comment your name to know that you're on this show, man.
You better be in here, Shovels, otherwise I will haunt you.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
There we go, man.
There he is.
There he is. Precious Juggalos, you win yourself a fucking hard copy of Horrors from the Unstable, and you win a T-shirt of the clown T-shirt, all straight to you, brother.
Hell yeah. Now, for those that don't know Precious Juggalos, he does so much dope artwork. I don't know if you've seen him. Did you see the one that he did with the Joker cards that one time?
Dude, I love that artwork. He did a fantastic job on that, man.
Hell yeah. We've actually had him on the show one time, too, which was awesome.
Dude, he deserves that win, man. And it's like his credit. Definitely go follow him. Go check him out. Go check out his artworks, man. This dude's fucking creative with his skills, man.
I mean, who knows? Maybe somewhere down the line, we could convince him if he's able to make it. We could have him do like some Chuckklez precious moment type thing, but make it look like you and stuff.
I'll be honored, man. Let's do it up.
Hell yeah. So Shovel, hit him up on any social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram.
Oh yeah, hit me up on Instagram at Chuckklez, ChuckKklez official. Instagram, Facebook. I'm even official on Threads too, so go check me out. And yeah, let's do it up, man. So hit me up with your Addy, and I'll ship these out to you right away, man.
All right, and since you won, Shovel, if you want to be entered in this other giveaway, let us know like right now. So basically, tell everyone what they're going to be winning, and then Shovel can say if he wants to be entered in this giveaway or not, or if he wants to give someone else a chance.
Hell yeah. Anybody who wants to be part of this third giveaway, and this is new. This has not been public yet. This is new, and I'm going to show y'all right now.
All right, let's put you on solo screen. There we go.
And they just came into the mail yesterday, and I thought I lost these sons of bitches at fucking Christmas.
Yeah, I was told that those sold out really quick.
The official Mask Gang Charms is
Hell yeah.
here. This is one of the official ones right here.
Yeah.
Look how fucking beautiful that shit is, man.
Hell yeah. And is there definitely going to be more of those pressed up? Because that is fresh.
Oh yeah, I also got a few in deck, but this one right here alone, since it came into the mail, I want to give this out for the giveaway right here. So anybody who wants this shining, busting ass Mask Gang charm right here, definitely add your names in the comments and everything in the raffle, man.
Yep, and to make it easier so I don't have to type it all in, I'm just going to keep the people who didn't win the last one's names in there just to make it easier.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. So, all right, Shovel said to take him out. He's proud of what he won, so we're going to give someone else a chance. So we'll remove his name from there.
Let's do it up, man. Hell yeah. And congratulations to Precious Juggalos.
Yeah, did you see that recent piece that he did for Darby? That was dope.
I love that artwork right there. That shit came out super fucking fire. He's very talented, man.
Yeah, my girlfriend does a lot of dope artwork too. Like she makes like these fidget jars and stuff.
Oh, yes.
And she'll make them like Joker card themed and whatnot.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mask Gang.
Hell yeah. So for those that are wondering, that don't know, tell us about Mask Gang and what people can expect from it.
So Mask Gang was all formed by my homie, my brother from another mother himself, Spec One. He was the one that reached out to me about wanting to join this group that's called Mask Gang, because he and I were both representing HFA at the time. Shout out to my boy El Pasty Guerrero, who is my mentor since I was like when I was starting up in HFA and when I was in my music in general, man. So since he moved on, we wanted to bring that Mask Gang group back together. So Spec One reached out to me and said, hey, would you like to be part of this group that I want to be putting together and everything? So I was like, let's fucking do it up. So it's me, him, my boy Daniel the Zombie, my drummer and brother Irate, Saint Nee, Sappy Corpse, Freak Show, House of Dismemberment, you know what I mean? Uncle Phoenix, you know, the whole group. It's just growing and growing and growing and growing, man. So
basically, y'all, they are going to be the next super group of the underground.
Yeah, man. And the top of that, we are also going to be performing as a group together for this year's Underground United in motherfucking April in Prescott Valley. So be sure y'all come check us out, man.
All right, ILLE said they're going to order one of those charms anyway, so they said to just take them out of the giveaway. That was very generous of you.
Hell yeah, y'all.
When you guys are ready, say spin that wheel.
Spin that motherfucking wheel. All
right, y'all, here we go. This is for the charm, y'all.
Yes.
Who won?
We got
Pawnfish.
Pawnfish! Pawnfish, you're the winner of this magnificent fucking charm.
Hell yeah. So Shovel, I know you and me and Pawnfish know each other. If he doesn't know he's won, let him know.
Hell yes. All right, Pawnfish, if you're in the comments, mention yourself right now and you're ready to do this and you get your prize.
Hell yeah.
Pawnfish, Pawnfish, Pawnfish.
Okay, he's in here somewhere.
Yeah, I know people are like rich in his name. Like, I see you, Pawnfish.
Yeah, and if he isn't, then I'll message him and go, hey.
You win, you got yourself a prize.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Again, y'all just hit him up on any of his social medias, basically.
Hell yeah, man. So anybody who's entered themselves in this giveaway. Much evil love to y'all for participating, man. It's like every single one of these prizes is all dedicated to you, man. Shouts to Precious Juggalos for his 2 wins, and shouts to Pondfish, yo.
Hell yeah. How many giveaways was that? Was that already 4?
Yeah, that was like 3. I'll say 3 giveaways was good right there.
Hell yeah, that works. There you guys go. So, congrats and hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
So let's move that. So, also, what stuff do you have planned that you want to do this year? I know you said you want to go to Canada. Like, what's some other goals that you want to do this year?
For my goals for this year is definitely go out to the 25th annual The Gathering of the Juggalos. That's definitely on my list.
And whether you're performing or just there, you just want to be there.
Exactly. Just either way goes, because I really want to experience it. You know what I mean? Because I've always been seeing a lot of crazy shit that goes on. Even from my boys who are from San Jose has went out there a couple of times and told me all kinds of crazy shit that goes on to it. So it makes me really eager to want to go check it out. You know what I mean? So, So it's that, the float, because I've heard so many stories. I heard about some crazy shit that happened with LSP in last year's float. So it's definitely a must for me to come out for this year.
Oh yeah, and LSP always holds it down there at the float.
Oh yeah, man. Shouts to Tom Woods, man. He's the best, man.
Yeah, he's like the nicest dude on the planet.
Super fucking cool, man. Tom Woods is super fucking cool. I got to talk with him a little bit when he came out to Gorefest of last year. Mm-hmm. Oh no, 2 years after that. And he was super fucking sweet, man. Very humble.
I could see him doing an art piece for you because his artwork is dope.
If he does, man, I can die a happy man. I'm a huge fan of his work, man.
Oh yeah. So yeah, one of my goals, awesomely, there's a lot of stuff I want to do, but my main goal is to get back to the gathering, obviously, do Gorefest, and then probably either sometime this year or even next year is to start planning that annual charity event that I told you about that I've wanted to do.
Yeah, let's do it up for this year, man. I could definitely see you putting that together.
I just need to talk to Chloe about like booking that at the Roxy, like how much it's going to be, and I would need help like booking that because I've never done stuff like that.
Yeah, man, and she's the one that really helps out. Shout out to my sister Chloe, man. She really puts in hard work and dedication to the Roxy itself too, and she wants to see everybody put their shows and events there at the Roxy to keep it pushing out. You know what I mean? So if you're a local artist in the Denver, Colorado scene, and you want your show to be placed at the Roxy, get at my sister Chloe Kills, and she'll get you with all details that you need.
Or if you're just an artist in general and you want one of your tour spots to be at the Roxy.
Exactly. The Roxy never disappoints, man. Every time I come out there for Gorefest or any events too, it's always a fun time, man.
Yeah, because I know I've talked to you about performing there, and everyone I've asked is they're like, yeah, I'll come and perform there absolutely for free. If it's for a charity, hell yeah, I'll come there and just perform for free.
Yes, sir, man.
Hell yeah. Well, before we let you go, obviously, can we get any shout outs? Of course, you know the usual. Can we get a shout out and anyone else you want to shout out?
Yeah, first of all, shouts to you and DJ Snickers for having me on this shit, man. I love y'all to death. Y'all are family for me forevermore, man. And shouts to everybody that came to come kick it with us in here. Shouts to my whole LSP squad, the family. Shouts to Scum, Insane Poetry, Bloody Ruckus, Smalls One, Razor, Lawless, Mattapelli, Chloe Kills, Lex the Hexmaster, Mick Flizzy, Lynch, Smalls One, everybody in the whole crew, man. Like, thank y'all so much for this opportunity to be part of the family. Shouts to everybody who's been representing Mask Gang, Blind Deaf, and every single one of y'all who's been showing so much love in the scene, man. And like I said, I always say this all the time, but I say it with some real shit. If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, man. This is all dedicated to y'all. Much evil love and L's up. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And we know you're watching, Scum, so we want to see a 20 years of LSP show or even a tour.
Let's do it up, man.
And because it is the gathering, why not have a 25th anniversary LSP set there?
Yeah, the 50 Shades of Snuff, you know what I mean? The Gorehounds of Snuff, you know?
Yeah, but since it will be, instead of calling it 50 Shades this year, we'll just go backwards in time a little bit and call it the 25 years of snuff.
For real. Oh, and before I forget, much fucking love to my boy Donnie Menace. I can't forget his name as well in the crew, man.
Yeah, we have so many people in our crew, y'all. We're huge.
We're huge, man. It's hard to keep up with names. I'm already getting old as it is. My mind's fuzzy when it comes to names. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, that's why I tell people. I'm like, if I forget your name, I'm sorry. Don't take it personal.
I still feel like a dick if I forget your name.
Hell yeah. And just if anyone wants to, and where can people like listen to your music? Like, obviously, we have all the links down below, but where can people hear you and purchase some of your stuff?
You can definitely check out my music on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Pandora, SoundCloud, motherfucking iTunes, any platforms that you love to bump that sickness at. I got a new music video that's coming out on the 22nd on the Team Snuff channel called Murder All the Time, shot by my boy Daniel the Zombie, edited by Labs Effects. And be sure y'all be on the lookout for Mattapelli's new album that's coming out at the end of the month, which is fucking fire. You won't be disappointed. Be sure to be on the lookout for Scum's new EP, Mad Ivan, which is fucking sounds dope as shit. And be sure to check out his 2 singles they released out on that shit as well, man. This year, LSP is going to be growing super, super heavy, and it's going to be insane, man. This is going to be a year that you will never forget whatsoever.
Exactly. So for those who are saying we are new to the game, we are not new to the game. We might have new people on the roster, but we've been in the game for a quarter of a century, y'all.
Yes, sir, man. And we just keep growing as we do together, man, because we're family. We're Underground United for a reason, man. We help each other up, grow as we need to be, man.
Exactly. And that's why I told people what the underground community, what we need to do more this year is uplift each other, help each other up. Whether you're an artist, help lift that artist and promote that artist. Same with the artists. They help uplift other artists, but they also help uplift like fellow podcasters and stuff.
Exactly, man. It's
because
like
we are all one underground nation. As Scum told me, he's like, we're not the only ones who make this scene possible. It's you, the interviewers and podcasters that promote us, that help make this possible too.
It is y'all.
That's why I've also been given the name The Dawn of the Underground. I didn't give myself that name. You guys gave me that name.
And that's love right there.
Hell yeah, man. Well, if you want, when you leave, you can mingle in the chat for a little bit if you want to.
Hell yeah, definitely will, brother.
Hell yeah. Thank you for joining, bro.
Love you to death, brother. Keep on doing your thing, man. I'm going to keep supporting you no matter what.
Hell yeah. And another thing before we let you go, I remember seeing him in person, y'all, for the first time. And I remember, I think, wasn't one of the first things I told you? I'm like, bro, you are tall.
Right. That's what people say, man. It's like when people expect me in person, I'm a tall, linky ass motherfucker. I'm like 6'2" and shit. So don't be surprised when you see me from the pictures and say, oh, he looks like an average dude. I'm a tall ass motherfucker. That's why people are scared to like approach me, because of my height itself. But when you actually get to know me in person at shows, I'm very down to earth. It's just when you see me on stage, it's a whole different story.
Hell yeah. Well, you are free to mingle in the chat if you want to, bro.
Hell yeah. Love you to death, man.
Hell yeah. Love you too. Later.
Peace.
CWO, y'all. For those that don't know, that's me, Chuckklez, and Freak Show. We call ourselves the CWO, which is the Chaos World Order. So we might even do a drop for something like that sometime. I think that'd be cool. I think we should make some who all would rep Chaos World Order shirts, because when you're repping Chaos World Order, you're basically going to be repping me, Chuckklez, and Freak Show. CWO. And if we do that, Chuckklez, if you're still watching, we should make a funny commercial and make it like an homage to the old NWO commercials. But we'll be like, the following program has been brought to you by the CWO. And you and me and Freak Show could do a video of us like promoting the CWO shirts like the old NWO commercials. Like I said, I have plans to do so much this year. My main goal is to get to the gathering and to live my dreams and for us all to continue to uplift each other, y'all. And just so you guys can get an idea of what Chuckklez' performance is like, we're going to show you guys some footage from his performance, just so you guys get a good idea of what to expect when you see Chuckklez perform. And then we will get into some of the topics of the night, and then we will get out of here. Again, to everyone who won, get a hold of Chuckklez on all social media, whether it be his Facebook, his official Facebook, his official Instagram. Hit him up as soon as possible. And then when you guys do get your stuff in the mail, either do a video opening it, especially if you're a content creator, do a video of you opening it. Or if not, post a picture of your prizes on social media and then tag me, Chuckklez, and LSP and Blind Death Clothing in the post on Instagram or Facebook. Mainly Instagram, because I don't have an official Don Chaos Facebook page. I probably should make another one. People have been telling me I should. All right, y'all. I'm going to show you guys some footage of Chuckklez performing, so you guys get an idea of what it's like to see him perform. Where is it? Ah, there we go. And then we will be right back with the topics, y'all. All right. So again, y'all, for that, whoever's on the chat, the show is still happening. We're just going to take a break, and then we're going to be back with the topics, y'all. So you guys know the Hours of Chaos podcast. We don't just interview people. We talk about topics. We promote everything on here. A lot of stuff. So don't go anywhere. So anyone who wants an idea of what it's like to see Chuckklez perform whenever you guys do get the chance to see him, here's you guys go. This is something I've noticed I'm really good at doing too. I'm good at like recording like people's set. So we will be right back, y'all. So feel free to mingle in the chat right now. And I will be right back, y'all.
Stuck in the days in the dark and now the end of the great people are yelling. I go to the ground to understand. Now it's time to play my favorite game. Got through the rest of the walk from the plane. Makes you steal it right away. So I never got to the good to play. But beautiful tears run down their face. With the pen pop by you, it's not the way steam. When I'm sticking my teeth in a tasty spleen. It's cool that it's got to the minute go away. For the sound of my voice, you can tell me what to say. Rapping and set up so it can't see me. I'm standing in the grass, so shoot it right on me. Listen to me, it was a bad mistake. Cause the sucker from behind you is right in the shape. I'm the mother round to the head in the shape. Then I'm just running on the feet, and I'm gonna break. The only reason why I'm here. There's no point for you to live. Get up on your fucking knees. Cause I'm about to let you know. The only reason why I'm here. There's no point for you to live. Get up on your fucking knees. Cause I'm about to let you know. There's no heaven in the sky. Corpse like
Hell yeah. We are back with the Hours of Chaos podcast. That was Chuckklez, his performance that he did at Gorefest last year here in Denver, filmed by me. So let's get into some topics of the night, and we'll go ahead and get out of here. Thank you, everyone who tunes in. Thank you, everyone who continues to tune in. You know, again, shouts to Chuckklez. Thank you for coming on. Thank you, GJ Sprite, for coming on and being my co-host for a little bit. That was amazing. Make sure you check out Chuckklez down below. All his links are down below, as well as make sure you're checking all the links for me as well. You know, shouts to my sponsors, Blind Death Clothing. Check them out down below. They sponsor the podcast. They sponsor all the content that I do. So go get yourself some Blind Death Clothing drip, as well as definitely get yourself some official Chaos drip. That is my official merchandise as well. You can also get some Chuckklez merchandise down below. Like I said, all the links to Chuckklez are down below. His link tree to where you can hear his music, where you can follow him on social media, where you can buy his merchandise. Like, look at this dope Chuckklez shirt, y'all. Look at that. Look how dope that is. This is one of the shirts you can actually get from Gore Hop Shop. This is a dope Chuckklez shirt. You can get it with the combo. This is with the CD for only $35, y'all. So if you guys order this shirt from Gore Hop, you can also get the CD with it, all for only $35. So that's why I have this shirt and the CD, because I ordered that combo, because this design is just sick. Like, if you guys look carefully, you can see on the bottom, there's like Chuckklez' mask on the desk. That's so dope. I can't wait to see how that new Chuckklez mask turns out. Because from what he told us, it sounds like this new mask is going to be scary in an awesome way. Now, Dragon Slayer, if you're still in here, I don't know if you know, Chuckklez said he's not going to sell his original mask. He's going to keep it. He's just retiring it and making a new one. He has plans to eventually start selling like replicas of his masks. Like, that would be cool. I would definitely start a Chuckklez mask collection. That would be dope. Sell those on gorehopshop.com. That would be dope. I hear you singing that, Michelle. Hell yeah. Taylor, if you're still in here, I love you, baby. Everyone give love. And shout outs to Taylor. I love you, baby. Mwah. We're going to have her on the show this month. And yeah, let's get into some topics, y'all. So let's get into one of our first topics of the night. as you guys know, Replicon. And before we get into that, would you guys like to see this as a shirt or a banner or even a poster? How many of y'all would like to see this as a poster and a full-fledged banner? I'd love to get this done as a banner before the gathering. So when I'm camping at the gathering, I can have that banner set up. So when people are like, oh, and come say what up. How many would rep this on a shirt, hoodie, or even as a poster? Shoutouts to Beastmaster. He made this new Hours of Chaos podcast banner that you can actually see behind me too. I told him to make sure to add Blind Death to it. Like, that's why you see Blind Death everywhere, because shouts Blind Death. They're my official sponsors, which is dope. All right, y'all, let's get into. All right. Oh, and just so you guys know, you don't always have to check now the links in the description now of the streams, or whenever I do a video, you don't need to always now check the description of the streams now to go to my official merch store. Now when you go on my actual YouTube channel, there's a link now easily to my official merch store. So again, get yourself some official Chaos strip, because there's a little project I'm working on for that. Again, to anyone who has won these giveaways in the past few weeks, when you guys do get your stuff, make sure you tag me in it. If you have like social media, especially Instagram, tag me in it or whatnot. And whatever you win, make sure you're tagging who contributed to the giveaway on here. So yeah, the blue and the purple and blue look good together. Yes, they do. So let's get into some of our first topics of the night. So for many that don't know, Replicon Radio is hosting their annual awards. Right now, they're looking for nominees. So on all these topics, all you gotta do is go on Facebook, Instagram, and just, especially if you're on Instagram, and those that follow me on Instagram, make sure you're tagging me in the comment section of that. And then if you're going into these topics, these categories on Facebook, make sure you're just typing the individual so-and-so. So they're holding their annual awards. They're taking nominations right now. So some of the nominations right now, or categories for each, are right now there's graphic designer / artist of the year. So again, if you're on Facebook or Instagram, type in or tag your favorite graphic artist and designer of the year. Our next category is the EP, mixtape, or collab album of the year. So again, just share your thoughts in the comments on there, on these posts. If you follow Replicon on Facebook or Instagram, just, I've already said what one of my favorite collab albums of the year that came out last year was. That was Anamoya with Ouija and Darby. That's definitely one of my picks. Like I said, there's so much dope stuff that came out. Then we have the next category, which is event of the year. So make sure you go say your name for the event of the year. Yes, there is a radio station for them. And once they get all the nominations in, they will have the polls to where you could vote online. So right now they're just looking for nominations for each of these categories. So there's the next category for event of the year, the other category, then they're going to add more categories. Then there's producer of the year. So make sure you guys go tag or say who some of your favorite producers were. Again, these aren't votes. These are just nominations that we're getting in. So you can put in more than one nomination. So There's the category for producer of the year. Then there's album of the year / underground album of the year. So that's, I think, one category. So you could vote for an album of the year. You could then vote for an underground album of the year. And then finally, the last category, as of now until they add more, there is the podcast / content creator of the year. So make sure you guys go go follow. If you're following Replicon on Facebook or Instagram, go say all in those categories who you want to win or not win, but who you want to be nominated. And then they will let you guys know. And I will let you guys know when the voting process starts. Right now, they're just looking for nominations. Oh yeah, so that's one of the topics. Had to plug that in because these are to win the awards from last year for 2024. And I don't know how they're making the rewards this year because I know they make them different, but the year I won, they did this. And you can win these awards more than once. But this is the one that I won for the year 2020, which was given to me at the Gathering 2021. And it was, of course, it says radio show / podcast of the year. And of course, it says the Hours of Chaos podcast. And that's always here on the desk. That's always proudly here on the desk where I do my show right there. So yeah, let's get into some more topics of the night. Again, to all who won, make sure you get at Chuckklez and claim your prize and give them your shipping info. And then when you guys get your stuff in, either do a video of you opening it or take a picture of your prize and then tag me in Chuckklez, LSP, and Blind Death Clothing in it. All right, next topic. We were talking about this earlier, but Scum has a release party actually for his new album that is coming out. And it's a release party where it has drinking games, a listening party with special guest performances by Scum, Chloe Kills, and more to be announced. So if you guys want to perform at this release party for Scum's new release, it's going down July 18th here at the Roxy. And it's an all ages event. Free entry is any cash donation that you can spare. So how awesome is that, y'all? You guys, if you guys are even coming here from out of state, any money you can spare will be your entry fee into the show. And it's a donation. How dope is that? Scum is a very generous dude. That is your entry fee for this show. It says entry fee is any cash donation that you can spare. This is an event that you can afford. How dope is that Scum does that? That's one thing I've always loved about LSP for years. We've always done release parties, and then we do cool little release parties here in Denver whenever someone has a new album dropping. Because that's one thing that needs to be back more is album release parties. Wouldn't you guys agree? We definitely still do that. Here at LSP, we definitely still do album release parties for our crew and whatnot. Hell yeah, y'all, let's get into talk. Shouts to people in the chat. Shouts to the moderators in the chat that keep the chat good, because sometimes I can't always keep it going with everything that's going in the chat and For anyone who gets rid of the negative people in the chat, thank you. So let's get into some other topics. Of course, Ritz has a new tour coming called the Back to Life Tour. Now, I know it's kind of hard to probably read some of those dates, but if you guys have social media or if you follow Ritz on anything, he's doing a big tour. I know some of the places he's coming to. He's coming to Greeley here in Colorado. He's performing at Liquid Joe's in Salt Lake, which is dope. Yeah, because you guys know we don't take kindly to people being negative in the comments here. We don't take kindly to people here in the that try to stir up drama in the chat. What's up, waifu? Yeah, so if anyone's saying stupid stuff in the chat that should not be being said, I love you too, babe. Again, y'all, thank you to Taylor. I love you too, babe. She does a lot of dope designs, y'all. If you guys want any of her artwork, just hit her up on her social medias. Right now, she has fidget jars. She has some that she's made that are Joker card themed. She made mushroom themed ones. Or if you want a specific customized one, let her know and she will do that. Send that out to you. She's going to have some when we go to the gathering this year. So she can have some to give at the gathering. But if you wanted to have one before the gathering, just hit her up. She also has other artwork that she does. We're definitely having her on the show this month for an interview, which I'm very excited for. Because Taylor does a lot of hard work, y'all. She puts in a lot of hard work with her artwork, with her music, everything. And she's amazing. And I love you, babe. Mwah. Oh yeah. If you guys want an idea of like how her music is, I recorded her set at Keep It Litmus here on the YouTube channel, as well as then there's links to all her socials there. So hit her up. She does very dope art pieces. We have 15 watching. Nice. We have actually 13 people watching on YouTube as well as Twitch, which is awesome. And there's no way we've only been live for almost 2 hours. It does not feel like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get rest of these topics out of the way, and then we'll get out of here. And then again, to anyone who wants to be a guest on the Hours of Chaos podcast, whether you're watching, if you want to be a guest, get at me ahead of time, because right now I am currently doing what I can to book for February's show. And I already have a few guest spots lined up. So make sure you guys get at me as soon as possible. And if not, get at me for March. Because again, when I book my guests, I like to book them ahead of time. All right, we have a few more topics. Here's the newest Lazy and Crazy drop, which is so dope. I wish I could afford that right now. Like I said, most of my saving is going to the gathering. Like my main goal, like I want to go to a lot of, I was originally going to try to go to events that I haven't been to this year, but my main goal, me and Taylor, both of our main goal is to get back to the gathering. So all that is going, all the stuff we're doing is going to the gathering. So anything it would help. So all my saving, everything is going to the gathering. Just my main goal, not just saving, but our main goal is to be back at the gathering. For me and Taylor, for us both to be back at the gathering. Again, hit her up for art pieces or designs that you guys want to do. check out her music as well. And yeah, shouts to the sponsors. Blind Death Clothing, got to continue to plug that always in throughout the show. Those are my sponsors. Check them out down below. And check out my official store. So if you guys get some official Chaos drip, do a video of you opening it, especially if you do content like creating like YouTube or something. And when you do order something from the official Chaos drip store, take a picture and send it to me because there's a video project I want to work on. And then tag me in it on Instagram. So we're almost done with the topics. Another topic we have, ICP is playing I don't know how to pronounce that. But ICP is playing this one music festival, which I have no problem with because I want to see them performing everywhere besides doing the stuff that where they normally perform. I want to see them playing other music festivals too. Because I remember them saying that that's what they wanted to do after their farewell tour. When they do that they're still gonna, when they do their farewell tour, they're still gonna perform and do the regular stuff like the gatherings, Juggalo Weekend, Hollow Wicked. They're still gonna do that, and then they'll play any music festival that invites them. So if anything, I'm glad that a lot of these music festivals always invite ICP to come perform. Because that's awesome, and I think it's cool. Though. I want to see them continue to get more of that recognition because, they've been in the game now for 40-some years. They deserve a lot of the recognition that they want to do. And especially for people who've maybe never seen the Clowns live. I want people to be able to experience a clown show and have a good time and see what ICP is all about when they perform. Because mind you guys, I've taken my own mother, Mama Chaos, to an ICP show. Now, she doesn't listen to ICP, and she's not a juggalo, but when I took her to her first clown show, my mom, even though she doesn't fully listen to the music, I mean, she would listen to it a lot because being around me, but my mother, I took her to a clown show, and she had an awesome time. She had fun. My Mama Chaos was like, okay, Dawn, now I see why you also enjoy ICP's music. Not only do you love their music, but they put on a very good show. And I'm like, yes, they do. I can't wait to see Shovel being at his first gathering, vibing out. I can't wait. Me and Taylor cannot wait to see all of y'all at the gathering. Because it's going to be an emotional gathering, y'all. Because I haven't been to the gathering since 2021. So me and Taylor are expecting hugs from a lot of y'all. So if y'all want, when y'all see us at the gathering, come give a dab, give a hug, all that stuff. You want me to do a video shout out for you guys, I will do that. You want to come and take pictures, whatnot, let's make that happen. And yeah, hopefully we can get the podcast host at the gathering. Make sure you guys are emailing Jump Steady saying we want the Hours of Chaos podcast live at the gathering, or we want Don Chaos to host something at the gathering. Now, I don't want to be doing stuff all gathering, hosting or just the podcast. I also just want to enjoy the gathering with y'all as well. So whether I'm hosting the podcast or hosting something, I just want to be doing one of those things. And then the rest of the gathering, just kicking it with y'all. Because it's a homecoming for all of us. Especially for a lot of us. Like I said, there's a lot of y'all that I have not seen in person in a while. That it's going to be awesome. I expect hugs from y'all, and so does Taylor. And there's a lot of y'all that I've never met in person that I expect hugs from. Hell yeah. So email Jumpstay right now and say we want Dawn Chaos, the Hours of Chaos podcast, live at the gathering. I just need to figure out how I would get a lot of my equipment there. I would just need to figure that out. Or say we want Don Chaos to host something. Let's make it happen. All right, we're almost done with the topics, y'all. Then we have, oh, we already talked about that. Okay, I guess I accidentally put that up there twice. But yeah. Also, for the month of January, for anyone that does music, have you ever wanted to do a song with Scum? Here's your chance. Here's the annual January feature sale. Whereas if you've ever wanted a chance to do a song with Scum, he says all styles welcome. 20% off of all verses and choruses, or 40% off total price when you get 2. 7-day competition time, and then guaranteed promo post to all Scum socials with an improved mix, and then a free video drop with any feature. And the way to get a hold of Scum, y'all, is just hit him up at this email right here, scum412@hotmail.com. We definitely been needing to get Scum back on the Hours of Chaos podcast. That's for sure. Like I said, I need to get out with Scum and let's make that happen. Let's do a 25 years of even LSP stream. How dope would that be? I think that'd be dope. So for anyone that says LSP is new and LSP is the future, no, LSP has been around for 25 years. We are the past, present, and future. Get your facts right. Quarter of a decade in the game, y'all. And I believe we have one more topic. Yes, we do. For another show to promote, we have the Big Relic album release party going down January 11th with special guest performances by Insane Poetry as well as others. So, hosted by special guest Tom Wood. So Tom Wood will be hosting this release party. That's dope. So hell yeah. I believe that's all the topics of the night. Yes, it is. This has been another great show. This has been the Hours of Chaos podcast, episode 260, y'all. Again, we are currently working on a new intro, so pretty soon, maybe before next week's show, or sometime, we will get... Now, I totally booked all of January, but then I forgot to book January 16th. So we're still going to do an Hours of Chaos podcast next week, but the guest we get is going to be basically a surprise guest. That's basically it. Because I was like, wow, I totally forgot to book the 16th. So we're still going to have a guest. That guest will be appearing on the show, and it's going to be dope. Again, you want to be on the show, just get at whether you're an artist, you make artwork, or anything, you do anything. If you're a stand-up comedian and you want to come be on the show, let us know. If you're an up-and-coming stand-up comedian or a known stand-up comedian, if you're a professional wrestler, you're welcome on the show. The whole point of this show is really the show that's dedicated to the underground and the juggalo scene. This show is to make sure that the people that are talented in this community don't get overlooked, because a lot of the talented people in our community that do a lot of talented stuff, whether you do artwork, music, comedy, wrestling, a podcast, a lot of the talented, positive people here in this community get way overlooked. And I like to make sure that doesn't happen. So make sure you guys are sharing this everywhere. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. Again, shouts to the sponsors, Line Death Clothing. Check them out down below. Check all of Chuckklez' links down below. And definitely, like I said, get yourself some official Chaos strip. And with that said, we're going to go ahead and end with this one song because I want to see in the chat, y'all, hashtag Underground United, hashtag Underground Unity. And we'll end with the perfect song for it. Let me look it up. But better yet, to end on a high note with this song. All right. So don't go anywhere, y'all. We're going to take this music break to end the show, and then I will come back with my outro, basically. So don't go anywhere, y'all. Still feel free to mingle in the chat, because we are going to start the ending process with this song. So again, don't go anywhere, y'all. If you guys have not heard this song, you guys are in for a treat. This is one of my favorite Scum songs of all time. And this song basically represents what the Hours of Chaos podcast is, and for all the positivity in the community and whatnot. So I want to see a hashtag Underground Unity in the chat, y'all. I want to see a hashtag Underground Unity, hashtag Underground United. We've been using those hashtags for years. Me and everyone we've had on the guest, we use that. So we're going to go ahead and play this song, and then we will be back with the outros. What's up, man? What's up, Woody? So yeah, let's go ahead and play this song, y'all. Let's ride out to this song. This is one of those songs you have to listen to the words too carefully. Shout outs to the brothers Scum. Again, y'all, LSP, y'all. LSP is not the future, y'all. We are the past, present, and future, because this year, LSP is celebrating a quarter of a century, 25 years in the game, y'all. So we will be right back, y'all.
I took two things that I love, dancing and dogs. And I
Everyone is steady saying horrorcore is dead. Sad cause wicked shit is dying, no more hope ahead. Bitching cause they shelves be empty and CDs don't sell. Fuck them all, I keep on grinding till I burn in hell. Guess the ship is really sinking, rats are trying to flee. Switching styles but no one even wants they shit for free. Said hop, I resent, watch these faggots run. Core hop, represent, let me get my gun. Putting a couple of hollow points up in their fucking back. Rappers scared to claim my genre, saying the shit is whack. No one gives it any credit, saying there's no hope. Motherfuckers that were legends got strung out on dope. No one wants to drop an album, no one's sell enough. Venues will not book a concerts and the shit is rough. We're still standing fast to love us, so we stay and fight. Till we dead, the shit ain't dying. Underground unite, respect, unite, support the underground until the last of us are dead and buried 6 feet deep. Respect your fans, they are the underground, the ones that's down to ride or die. Those you have to keep. Unite the scene, we all a part of it. Not horrorcore and wicked shit, it's all the fucking same. Support the ones who put their heart in it, cause only then we finna grow and come up in this game. Hopping around the fucking stage at my every show. Those that see me turn the shit up know that it is so. When I'm touring, I'll be pouring under mosh pit floors. Fans are lining up to see us at the venue doors. I perform for many hundreds and some crowds attend. It don't matter cause I value every single fan. Ban my shit, I book another show. Rent me out, you're down and back for more. Never stop and never quit, never giving it up. Bitch, don't tell me to retire or I'll fuck you up. Few more years left inside me and I'm gonna do what I can for our genre till I'm fucking through. Tell the fans don't wanna listen to my raps no more. Steady spitting, heavy hitting, claiming horrorcore. This is core, fucking pissing on the quitters' graves. We ain't stopping until we dropping like them all that drains. Respect, unite, support the underground until the last of us are dead and buried 6 feet deep. Respect your fans, they are the underground, the ones that stand the ride or die. Those who have the king, unite the scene. We all a part of it, not horrorcore and wicked shit. It's all the fucking same. Support the ones who put their heart in it, cause only then we finna grow and come up in this game. Genre got too many rappers, I don't give a fuck. Even if they over rapping, I will test my luck. Don't be scared of competition, little whiny bitch. If you say you wanna get me, I'm in your reach. Scope the butcher lives in Denver at 2338 South Lafayette. You faggots bring your fucking hate. Come correct on the stretcher, you be going home. When I bust you with the cordless right upside your dome. Give my life for what I'm doing, not afraid to take. Wanna do, you didn't think so, that was your mistake. Fake motherfuckers say my cause is hopeless. Think you need a fucking dick up cause we're spitting dopeness. Pop less, motherfucking X and clear your head. Or else I'ma swing my X and leave you dead. I would die for all my fans, that would die for me. We will resurrect the genre, you just wait and see. Respect, unite, support the underground until the last of us are dead and buried 6 feet deep. Respect your fans, they are the underground, the ones that stand the ride or die. Those who have the king, unite the scene. We all a part of it, not horrorcore and wicked shit. It's all the fucking same. Support the ones who put their heart in it, cause only then we finna grow and come up in this game. Respect, unite, support the underground. Respect, unite, support. Respect, unite, support the underground. Respect, unite, support. Respect, unite, support the underground. Respect, unite, support. Respect, unite, support the underground. Respect, unite, support.
And we are back. We are back with the Hours of Chaos podcast. So thank you to everyone who's tuned in, whether you're tuning in live, whether you've been watching the show from the beginning, or you came in the show, just came in the show. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. We got so much to look forward to, y'all. It's a good year. Going to be a good year for your boy and everyone in my circle. It's going to be a good year, y'all. Because this year, I'm celebrating being 13 years on YouTube. Not only that, we are celebrating in April the 8-year anniversary of the Hours of Chaos podcast, y'all. So we're going to be celebrating that. We are on the road to the 300th episode of this podcast, y'all. So you guys got to think. Doing YouTube for 13 years, this show has been around for 8 years, and we're almost at the 300th episode mark. What person can you name that has been doing a podcast for 8 years and has been doing almost 300 episodes? That is insane. That is dedication. You guys know I love this underground juggalo culture and community. Dawn of the underground, y'all. And, we're celebrating so much this year, So maybe when we reach the 300th episode, we'll do something big for that, which should be good. We're going to obviously celebrate big for the 8-year anniversary of the podcast in April. Thank you. Again, to everyone who's tuned in, whether you tuned in live, have been watching from the beginning, thank you, or you've just tuned into the live, thank you, or you're watching the live replay. Share some love in the comments and let me know. Thank you. It's very appreciated. Again, shout out to my sponsors, Blind Death Clothing. Check them out down below. Check our guest Chuckklez, all his links down below. And get yourself some official Chaos strip because there's some good news, y'all. They're currently being worked on right now, but pretty soon we're going to have new stuff dropping on the official Chaos strip store too as well. And we already have some really dope stuff on there. So definitely go order something from the official Chaos strip store. because the people that do the designs on the official Chaos strip store, you're not only supporting me, you're supporting the people who put in the hard work doing those designs on the official Chaos strip store. You're helping support those people and the artwork, blood, sweat, and tears that they put in doing that artwork, and the people that contribute to those designs on the store. You're helping support those people as well. So don't be one of those people that says, I support my homies, but when it comes to supporting your homies, you're not going to support your homies. That's the one thing that really grinds my gears, is when people say, I support my homies, and then they really don't. You know, Don supports the homies. I support my peeps. I support this whole community and whatnot. You know, we keep all the positivity here in this community. All that negative shit can get the fuck out. And with that being said, I will see you guys next week on the Hours of Chaos podcast. But you're probably not going to even just see me next week. You guys know I do a weekly hangout session every Sunday on my here called the Chaotic Clown Lounge Sunday. So I will see you guys Sunday too as well. So that's just my little hangout session that I like to do on Sundays, because it's Sundays and we just like to kick back and kick it and stuff. So I will see you guys Sunday as well as next week. And whenever I record something more, because we do have another Chaos Theory video in the works. I have a few in mind. And with that being said, get ready for it, chat. You guys already know who I am. I am Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S. Your friendly neighborhood JUGGALO, the Karma Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know. And if you still don't know, well, then it sucks to be you. Later, y'all. Whoop, whoop. See you guys Sunday as well as next week for the Hours of Chaos podcast. And keep your eyes peeled for a new Chaos Theory video coming. Later, y'all.